it's for the love of the game.
Yo, man. Welcome back to another episode for the love of the game where we talk the biggest names in the biggest games. And today, I'm coming to y'all, man, with some news. The biggest story out right now, the biggest sports story out right now. Henry Ruggs and how he was involved in a fatal DUI charge, right? So, at 3:39, right, a Chevy Corvette collided with I don't know the year, but with a Toyota RAV4. All right, so the driver of the Chevy Corvette was Henry Ruggs. Henry Ruggs was traveling at 156 miles per hour right before the crash. His car impacted with the RAV4 at 127 miles per hour, right? So that means whatever transpired while Henry Ruggs was going 156 to just slightly before the impact on the accident, he noticed it was going to be an accident. He tried to slam on his brakes. But when you're going 156, how much can you slow down, right? So he was able to slow down to 127. Still did not stop much. Henry Ruggs' blood alcohol level was twice the legal limit. Okay, so this is occurring at 3:40 a.m. He's going 157, and his alcohol blood level is twice the legal limit. So far we're hearing like 3 strikes, right? Just everything you did wrong. One, you're drinking and driving. Don't do that. Especially, man, all these wealthy guys who have all of this money, this lump sum of money, these lump sum of friends. He could have called a friend, right? Much less call a friend. He could have called an Uber. He could have done something. I don't know. His girlfriend was with him in the passenger seat. They both had non-life-threatening injuries. But again, there was a fatal car crash. So the driver of the RAV4 did pass away. So we got you leaving or whatever you're doing at 3:40. We got you going 156, not on the highway, but just on the street. No reason ever you should be going 156 on the street. Then your alcohol blood level was twice the legal limit. The impact was so strong and so hard that both cars traveled 500 feet after impact. To put that in a little retrospect for you, that is a football field. That's about 1.5 football fields, okay? So a football field and then half of another one. Just think about how long that is. 500 feet after impact. So once the collision was made where Henry Ruggs was still going 127 miles per hour, they then still traveled 500 feet. On top of this, on top of being drunk, on top of the blood level, on top of speeding, cops additionally found an iPhone and a loaded gun. The iPhone, nothing. You can find an iPhone in any car. But Henry Ruggs now is just getting the strikes tacked on against him, all right? So they found a loaded gun, which we don't know if he's a legal carrier. What I would have to guess is that he's a high-profile dude living in Las Vegas. He might not have security. He's going to arm himself. Henry Ruggs faces charges of DUI of alcohol resulting in a substantial bodily harm, in reckless driving with death or substantial bodily harm. Okay, so in the split of a second, man, at 3:40 a.m. on a Vegas morning, I'll say, let's just think about the lives of these two people. The young lady who passed away, who Henry Ruggs collided with, and Henry Ruggs, and how their lives were just so different 15 to 20 minutes ago. And that's just how it goes to show that life can change a snap of a finger, right? In that drinking and driving is not a problem. They always tell you don't drink and drive, don't get behind that wheel. And I know that right now Henry Ruggs is wishing he didn't get behind that wheel, but he already did, right? So now we're reading he's getting charged with DUI resulting in substantial bodily harm, going 156. His blood alcohol level is twice the legal limit. There's a gun in the car. There's no positive about this story. I mean, any way you twist it, turn, and flip it, there's not one positive about this whole entire story, right? If convicted on a charge of DUI causing death, Henry Ruggs faces a sentence of 2 to 20. Reckless driving carries a sentence of itself of 1 to 6 years, okay? So, if he gets convicted of a DUI charge causing death, that's 2 to 20 alone. Reckless driving adds another 1 through 6. We're talking about a dude who was drafted in the first round with the Raiders' first pick. Speedy wide receiver out of Alabama. Had a good rookie season. This is just 8 weeks into his second year on a bye week, right? A week where coach probably tells you to lay back and just chill and relax. And I mean, it's Vegas though, and that was kind of the problem about bringing a football team to Vegas is can the team whose home that is and the team visiting have enough discipline to just strictly be there for football, right? It's a tough ask, right? To be 22, have a Corvette, be living in Vegas, be living your life. The Raiders are 5-2. Life is good. I get it. But just like that, we can see how it can change. And now we have a lost life due to drinking and driving, in a lost football career, and much more to where the football career is not even important. But we've lost all that in just this short matter of time. It's also stated that Rugg owns a $1.1 million home not too far from where the accident occurred. Not too far. I'm not able to tell you what not too far means, but basically this accident occurred close enough to his house to know that he was on the way home, maybe close to getting there. And just before he could, man, 2 lives dramatically changed. And not just theirs, the families, the friends, the organization, the everything for the victim. So the takeaway in this, bro, is I understand a lot of these guys in the league, you high profile, you're young, right? You have all the glitz and the glamour, right? You go drinking, you go kick it, you go do whatever. But it's not worth it, right? It's not worth another life. It's not worth losing everything you've built. This whole campaign you've built and built and built to just have it fall down, right? So the next time if you ever out drinking, call a friend, you feel me? Call an Uber, do something, right? Because you might think you're right. We hear it all the time. Something like this happens that has to be the staple in the billboard of don't drink and drive around the NFL. It had to happen to somebody. We never want it to, but that's how things go. It has to happen for people to believe it and to see it and to take it serious, right? So like I said, man, condolences to everybody involved. Henry Ruggs has a steep mountain to climb with whatever outcome he gets, right? And that is the Henry Ruggs dilemma. All right, man, if you enjoyed this video, leave a like, subscribe to the channel. I'll see y'all next week. We out.